Look, that would be Casey.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Who's this?
This is Casey.
Who?
It's Monica.
I don't
Casey.
recognize the voice.
I can barely hear you guys.
Is that better?
That's better, yeah.
God, if you can't hear my loud mouth, we all need hearing aids.
Right?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, I hear dogs. I hear dogs.
Yeah, you hear my dogs. Let me close. I'm outside by the pool and they're barking at somebody. Get in the house. I don't want to listen to you. Go. Bark all you want. There's a dog across the street that they like to tell who's boss.
My goodness.
So far we have we are.
Dan says, say hello, Dan.
Hi, Dan.
All right, enough.
I hear him. It sounds like you have him locked in the closet, but I hear him.
No, he's over on the other side of the patio gardening.
Ah.
We're outside, so I have it on speaker in where he's listening. So how was everybody's Valentine's Day?
It was good. Fine. I worked.
How was the show last night?
Casey? Marlene?
Yeah?
You guys went to the show, I think. I don't know if Casey went, but...
Yeah, Casey was there as well.
Until hot chocolate? Yeah.
Yeah.
And was there any mention of us or blah, blah, blah?
Nope, it was all to do with a scholarship thing named after Tiara.
Right, I realize that.
Yeah.
I don't mean on stage. I mean from people standing around talking or whatever.
Not near me, no. I gotta admit.
No, I know it was all about Tiara. How much did they raise for her?
Oh, now you know the weekend before we had the Miss Northwest Beer, the Miss HIV Awareness Pageant, which was the fundraiser for us, but we haven't heard how much we should be receiving yet.
Okay.
I didn't even actually know that it was a fundraiser for us until I got there. I hadn't forgotten, actually.
Yeah, I didn't know that either until I saw some advertising for it, and I was thinking, oh, I didn't know that.
Well, I knew it was way back when, because we had talked about it, but then she canceled it, and I didn't realize it had been rescheduled until the day before, when I was like, are you still a judge? And I'm like, a judge for what? I'm like, oh, yeah, apparently I am. I'll be there.
Well, at least
But I don't think we made much money there, but we'll see.
Well, you know, yeah, they should have. But, you know, welcome to the world of entertainment.
I was thinking about it, David. Didn't they ask us way back in October or November?
Yeah.
I think it was the beginning of October when they asked if you would.
Yeah, and then I think we thought it was done because it was canceled.
Yes, they asked if you would be judged, and they said that they
and asked if they could do it as a benefit for us, and then it got canceled, and I'd never heard anything about it being reinstated until like a week ago when I seen their Facebook post.
Right.
And
that's how I found out.
Well, not one of the most organized events, but oh well.
Yeah.
So Marlene, I'll cut right to the chase. You talked to
I'll talk to Harriet, okay? Okay, she is the hardest person in the world to actually cut down, but anyway, she's going on with it. Okay, I've got some dates, okay, and we need some time to sort of put this together. I had originally sort of gone to her about doing like the end of March, but not realizing that the last Sunday in March is Easter, so that would be a waste of time. The day before that, which is the 20th, there's an event at ourselves, which I believe it's something Courtney Capri Dove is putting on. So if you wanted her to come and sing, she wouldn't be there, and maybe Darcel wouldn't be there. I think if we go back any further in time towards us, it's not giving us enough time. So I'm thinking that the sale actually on April 3. She said that she is available, and I can go in tomorrow and confirm it. If everybody thinks it's a good idea.
And there's nothing on any of the calendar, Casey, that you're aware of for April 3rd?
Not I'm aware of anyway, but I mean, there's always something on the calendar in Portland. That's the problem. We're just going to have to sort of bite the bullet.
Actually, I don't have anything on April 3rd for anybody, any of the groups that I'm aware of.
I've got nothing on anything I see, but I guarantee you there's something somewhere. It's just the nature of the beast. So, do you want to go with April 3?
Is that a Sunday?
Yeah.
It is a Sunday, yes.
Yeah, no, that's fine with me. I'm all done with the Bear and Cub stuff by then. So that's the weekend after the contest, so I'm all done.
Okay. So I'll go and see you tomorrow after work, and I'll book it for then. Okay?
That sounds great.
That sounds great. And once again, it gets confusing when we do the thread. But I think a couple of people commented, I don't want to make a show out of this. I just wanted to do like a 5 or 10 minute entertainment, which Courtney could do with the pianist, or Bolivia's puppet number is really one of her best numbers. And I just thought, 10 minutes of one of the two, or both, would kind of warm the room up and give them something for their money along with the food.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to any of that.
And maybe if we could get Darcel or somebody to do a little speech on how HIV and AIDS has affected the whole Portland population.
Yeah, if she can be can sign on for this, that would be great, because then we can take her participation and publicize it in a way that'll make people interested in coming to it. Like we can say, reminiscing about, or sharing, or however we want to do the wording, the spin on it. But basically I think it would be just her, and we can set her up ahead of time too on what to talk about, but, it would kind of just be her personal experiences, her experiences, as a gay business owner in that time. Her club has, been through all of that. It's been through all of that with her.
At our first function at Darcel, and I think Casey and David will agree, Darcel getting up without knowing she was going to speak and talking off the cuff was probably one of the most emotional things I've gone through. Casey, don't you agree with that?
Yeah, she was very good.
I think something else like that.
Ms. Goldberg, do you want to talk to Darcel, or do you want me to talk to her?
I can talk to her or you, either one.
Why don't we both talk to her? I check in every couple of weeks and call them and chit-chat anyhow, so I'll just talk about it. I'll give her a call this week or next and talk to her about it.
Okay.
And if you want to talk to her...
I agree though that we shouldn't set her up too heavy as far as, definitely not giving a speech or scripted or anything like that. But just give her a very general framework and then let her go.
Yeah.
This speech she gave at our first one, and doing this, as all of you know, she took a lot of the performers in and they died in that house. And this is a very, very hard, and I know Casey knows this, this is a very hard topic for her to talk about, but she will do it because she has been through it. But it is probably one of the most emotional issues other than Roxy with Darcel. So putting that out there, we just have to be very gentle with her on this. Who wants to talk to Bolivia? I'm happy to talk to Bolivia, or if Marlene or Casey or Bill?
Well, I can talk to her too, since she's down here in Vegas right now.
Well, you want to leave that up to us to arrange that, David, for it? And they talk to Courtney?
It'd be easy for her, 'cause that's her show night anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be very easy. She could just come right next door and almost next door and say something and then, or sing a song and then go back.
Yeah.
Well, I'll talk.
What are we going to ask her to do specifically? Well, what we're going to ask her to do specifically?
Her puppet routine.
No, Courtney, not
I mean, Courtney. I thought of Courtney just saying 2 numbers with the pianist. You know, she has that fabulous voice. She loves our organization. You know, why not kill 2 birds with 1 stone since we're going to have a piano player there?
Okay, and Bolivia saying a puppet number? I don't think I've seen a puppet number.
Oh, she did it at my 60th birthday, and she did it for talent or something, and it is absolutely hysterical.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, so who's talking to Courtney?
Bill, do you want to talk to Courtney?
I can do that.
Okay.
We are very friendly.
And we'll have Marlene,
Oh,
you can have with Harriet.
Okay, and I'll put it on tomorrow night. Anything, any news I have. Okay.
That sounds
All right, and David's going to talk to Bolivia?
I will do that.
And I'll post it.
And I'll talk to Darcel.
Okay.
Great.
That was
Okay.
Yeah.
So, that event sounds great. I think that we should set up our little table at that somewhere with our banner and our little table presentation.
I think that's a good idea.
I think we should find it.
Well,
We can find it. Huh?
The banner could always be hung up from the upstairs over the railing.
Exactly. And we've got a couple different ones to choose from too. So.
right.
Yeah.
Cutting in quick, what numbers do you think we're going to get to this?
It depends on how much and how often we publicize it and who we publicize it to. We could get 30 or 40 people. We could get 60 or 70 or 80 people. Okay. It's going to depend on how much we advertise and how much we push it and where we advertise it at.
Well,
I decide on a ticket price.
25, I thought is what we agreed on.
25?
25.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can have those. I can actually have those designed and sent to Morel Inc. probably by Wednesday morning.
All right, what's our overhead cost with Harriet total? $250?
$250 for 50.
And what
Right.
kind of food are you talking about, Marlene?
Talking about type things, the finger foods. I can get an actual rundown on it when I talk to her tomorrow. And again, I'll post it to you as soon as I get it.
Yeah, I'd like to know what she's serving, and it would also be nice to maybe get her to pour some wine.
She did not mention wine.
Well, you kind of have to take the bull by the horn and, just say, gee, Harriet, you're being so generous. We really love how you're supporting us. Could we get some wine poured along with this?
Or at the very least, she'll offer us some cocktail specials or something for the event.
If you don't ask, you don't get.
Yeah. Definitely see about that. Yeah, that's no problem. We'll do.
All right.
What time are we? What time are we looking? Huh?
I would say like 5 to 7.
Yeah, that's what I told her. So
That's good.
You know, that gives Bolivia, if she agrees, a little, time to wind down a little bit before she starts up her show next door.
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
So, do we have a catchy name for it, or a name we can tack onto it to get people to look at it? Like when we post it and stuff?
I think we could go with something maybe like the 2-year anniversary cocktail party.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Do we want to make it a little fancier pants, like cocktail soiree or something like that, or cocktail? Do we want to dress it up a little bit, or?
Let's talk.
I said the more
I think we should. Yeah.
Let's talk AIDS and HIV with a cocktail and a nipple social. Something like that.
That sounds a little depressing.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good time.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this?
That was
How
fun.
about talk about your T-cell levels and have a cocktail?
No, not T-cell levels.
Oh, dear.
How about let's celebrate 2 years with Oregon AIDS Memorial with a cocktail and some nibbles. Okay, fine. Nobody likes. Okay, Casey.
Nibbles sounds too close to nibbles.
Yeah, nibble is the word that I was struggling with too. I'm like, that sounds like what I feed my dog.
Right?
I saw that you got a new puppy.
I did. She's beautiful, little princess.
She is adorable.
And I think you just want to
A little bit. So, Casey, what do you think for a Bill, you're the one that's been a drag queen, a leather man, and a bear. Between the three of those.
I think
How do
that
you
we
feel
should.
in all 3 of your markets?
I think something like a spring cocktail soiree with, celebrating that, is the 2-year anniversary, 3-year anniversary?
2
That sounds
Of the Oregon AIDS Memorial.
Is it a 3-year or 2-year? Now I'm confused.
2.
We're just over 2 years. We started
Okay, that's what I thought, yeah.
13.
Yeah.
I don't mind soiree. You seem to like
I like soiree. That's a nice word.
Are you going to be wearing this gown?
Yeah.
Bill.
Yes. I wrote it down here. A spring cocktail soiree, and then, in small print underneath, celebrating the 2-year anniversary of the Oregon AIDS Memorial.
And
Featuring special guests.
And then we can go with the lineup and stuff that's happening.
I think we should just stick with featuring special guest entertainers and speakers and leave it generic. That way we don't have to wait for a commitment. And if someone changes their mind, we can backfill someone else at the last minute.
I think that's a really good idea. And then in the last 2 weeks, when we really have when we really have people that we know are going to be there for sure, we can actually do some Facebook posting of the actual people that are going to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that can give us an opportunity that should we have the chance, because the chance is fleeting, they invite, Storm Large or Thomas Lauderdale if we happen to see them.
Exactly.
We have room to add or subtract as needed.
Yes. And you can do a lot of, people sometimes don't decide until 2 to 3 weeks before the event if they're going to go. So if even at that late point, we can do a media blitz on Facebook postings and stuff with, and actually highlighting who's actually going to be there, and maybe a little taste of what's going to happen that evening. The Living Entertain, songs from Courtney, and do a few separate posts on that. Ourselves sharing experiences from the last 40 years, 30 years, whatever.
What's that newspaper that gave Lucy what's it have?
The PK Monthly?
Is that still read or, appreciated or,
It is, yeah.
Maybe we need to hit them with the news blurb and hit Willamette Week with the news blurb and hit the Oregonian with the news blurb. It can't hurt. David, you and I want to put that together and send them out.
We can. Yeah, the contact person at PQ Monthly is Melanie Davis.
Right. Melanie Davis will be real workable. I'm sure she'll do it for us. The others, that will be a little bit tougher.
Yeah.
You know what? All we can do is try, and all they can do is say no.
Right.
I've always been on real good terms with Melanie, so.
Ronnie, I think one day on your grade is going to say, all they can say is no.
Well, you've been doing this fundraising for years. Isn't that basically the bottom line?
No, it's totally true. I just have heard you say it hundreds of times over the span of our relationship.
You're going to hear it 100 more times, too. Do we want to talk to Andrew Shade and have any connection with Cascade Age with this?
Well, what type of connection are you thinking?
Just putting out an invitation for them to attend the event.
We can certainly do that. Andrew and I are on really good speaking terms, good terms lately. We've done a couple things together. We've talked a few times socially. I can reach out to him if you want me to.
I think that would be great. I think that if we reach out to them, then they can't turn around again and, say we don't know how to spell the word AIDS or this or that or the other thing. And I think it would just be polite to ask if Representative and Andrew would like to be there that night. And if Andrew has something to say.
Exactly.
Andrew always has something to say, so maybe that would be the best approach, is to ask him to come in and speak about what Cascade AIDS Project is working on in relation to AIDS in our community right now.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, and just say that it would be a good opportunity for him to promote his organization and possibly see some faces he doesn't see all the time.
Sure.
Well, Casey, why don't you talk to him, then I'll just, because Andrew and I are good friends, I'll follow up with just a little private note thanking him for helping us out.
Okay, yeah, I'll reach out to him this week.
And I'll do the same thing with Darcel. You and I can, because, I think it'll take two of us to make her hopefully understand what we want.
Yeah, I think right now she's going to be real willing. I mean, having lost 2 showgirls in less than a month's time,
right.
I think she's very sensitive to the subject right now.
She's very sensitive, and she also trusts you a lot, and she trusts me a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay, that sounds good. And talk to Andrew. And David and I'll do a publication post to go out to the newspapers.
Okay.
We might. Isn't there a gay organization up in Portland State, student organization? Didn't we do something with them through ISRC, or was that?
Well, right now they're preparing for their. Right, they're preparing for their LGBT Students of Color annual convention or celebration. I'm not exactly sure how they title it.
Okay.
So they just approached both Peacock and the court, as they did last year, for donations to support that.
Did anybody give them any?
I think both did.
The court did, yes.
Yeah, I know Peacock did too.
That's what I thought. It wouldn't hurt to reach out to them. This is what we're doing, and if you want to send some representatives from your group. At least they can't say after the fact, well, nobody said.
I think I have the email that they sent to the board, so I think I have the contact person.
But we gotta make sure that they know that we're not giving them it for free. They still gotta, we can't be giving away meals and entrances to too many people.
Well, are there going to be any people that we are going to pay their way into this?
Well, anybody we have to speak, we wouldn't have to pay, I would assume.
Right, like ourselves,
Hardy, Olivia, Andrew, but those would be the four we let in free.
and that would be it. Everybody else would have to pay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's only fair. I mean, the very, very short list that we've talked about, those folks should get in free, and then everybody else, I think, should have to pay. I mean, how many times have we had to pay at the door to things that we end up performing all night long, or working it, or whatever, but we still pay at the door,
right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
just about everything we go to.
Through all the boards and everything that I've been on, I've always paid my way to anything and everything. I think that's just the way it should be.
Yeah, for sure.
David, what do you have to bring up? Anything?
Let's see, just for the record, the checking account balance is $30,435.57. Where the only thing going out was the $104.79 for the annual fee on the website.
And I have to file the taxes probably sometime this month, so there will be that charge for the tax filing. I think that's $89 or something.
Okay.
That never get charged, right, David?
No, it reversed once it
Okay.
quit back and forth. Now I think the only thing left is to discuss Sapphire.
Yeah.
And everybody should have got a copy in their email of the his application.
Yeah, I saw it. I had it.
I have it. Bill, you have it?
Yes.
What's the general consensus?
The thing is, we do need someone down in Salem. And
We do, and we need more of the worker bee rather than the leader, because I don't think she's a real leadership mentality.
No,
I think she's going to be a strong worker bee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she'll be great for talking and advertising and getting the word out. I think she'll be great at that.
Right.
I agree entirely, yeah.
I don't mean to be disrespectful to her at all, but I don't think we want her being the voice in any way.
No.
No.
She struggles with that even when she was reigning.
Well, she won't have a vote in anything. All she would be in is an advisory position where we are, she's welcome to give ideas or input or whatever, but she has no actual voting power on anything.
Why would that be? She applied to run for the board?
She applied for the advisory position.
Oh,
The advisory member position.
all right.
Which the more I think about it, is a really good place for almost anybody to start, find out what we're about, how we work before they accept the responsibility.
Yeah, I think that's an awesome place for people to start with.
We just didn't give Bill that chance because we didn't want to risk losing her.
Yeah, I think counting him in Salem, and being a somewhat of a liaison to their community as far as transmitting information and publicizing stuff and being, at the very, very least, a link in Salem to help promote the organization is a positive thing, you know.
Well, definitely.
So,
well, she has never been afraid to travel. She'll be up here in a heartbeat if we have an event going on or whatever.
yeah. And that's good because, you know, one of the big things that we have as a challenge here with the members in Portland is being able to cover, physically, body-wise, cover the events, the actual events that happen here, and being able to, you know, get to this thing and that thing to represent the organization. So if we could have more bodies and more people to do that, that's definitely a step in the right direction. I've got a few people I'm kind of working on right now to possibly join us at some point, but you know, the people are busy, so it's hard to convince people to make the commitment. But yeah, I have no doubt that he would come up here and hang out and help with some stuff.
Well, let's take it to a vote. All those in favor of letting Daphne be on an advisory position on
Not
the board?
Daphne, Sapphire.
See, Sapphire.
See, can't you tell who I'd really like to have on there?
Yeah.
Marlene, what do you say?
I think you should be in it.
Bill?
I agree. Yes.
Casey?
I vote yes.
David?
Yes.
Dan? And I vote yes, that's unanimous.
Who wants to reach out to her?
Well, when I messaged her the other evening, he said that you would contact him if you want to do it, or if you want me to do it. Either way is fine.
Why don't you do it? Because I've got a lot on my plate this weekend. Yeah, if you could take that, I'd appreciate it. When I said that, I think I said we would contact her. I don't think I said I would, but
Yes.
I don't know. She talked to me in the middle of it, just I was about to go on stage, and it was an inappropriate time. So.
Well, and I told her the same thing. I said, I'm sure one of us from the board will get back to you.
Yeah.
And when you drop the news on her, I would let her know with that bit of information about this fundraiser coming up. So that's already coming up. I would say, okay, so here's what's happening.
Right.
David, how about after you've reached out to her, let me know, and then I'll write an announcement on Facebook that welcoming her to our board, to our advisory board.
Yeah, I can do that.
And maybe when she's on board, we can urge her to perhaps bring a carload of people up, maybe for this event in April.
We can try that. She doesn't have the strongest following, but we can try it.
Yeah.
Poor dear isn't well liked in Salem.
No, unfortunately.
However, Marlene, you and I are going to have to, or maybe Bill too, we're going to have to work with her on helping her get her look together, since she's going to be one of us now.
Oh, shit.
She's open to it. She wants help. She knows she needs help. So this will be our chance to jump in and help spruce her up.
You know, her whole Barrett's Empress, Curtis, Tommy, and you offered over and over and over again to help her, and she just at every chance balked.
She realizes now that her thought process wasn't correct and that she needs help. She's mentioned it to me numerous times.
Okay. Well, that look needs a lot of help.
And I got lots of stuff I can give her and help her out with, since I'm, semi-retired now and don't need all this shit.
What?
I keep telling everybody I'm semi-retired.
What's the
Sure you are.
Yeah, Monica Boulevard. And I'm going to be 30 years old again.
What that really means is I've gotten too fat to wear any of this shit.
Yeah, I know. I know how that goes, honey.
Yeah, we're not talking about that.
Does anybody else have anything?
I do
I
not.
don't think so.
I'm good. Marlene, you good?
Yeah, as I said, I'll get back to you as soon as I get stuff from Harriet. I'll let you guys know, okay, so we can firm this date up, right?
Perfect. Bill, you're good?
Yeah, I think maybe we can all touch base in a week or so, and as we talk to our individual people we're going to talk to, see where we're at, a week or two out, and then we can really kind of slap this bitch into shape.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right. If you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yep. All right.
All right, good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.